In order to properly document your design, you need to ensure that every component in the design is properly scheduled or tagged. Also, most tags indicate a mark, which can be used to reference that component in a schedule. In Revit, this is very useful because a parameter that is used in a schedule and a tag will be the same in both locations. If you change the parameter in the schedule, it would update in the tag as well. Plumbing fixtures are typically tagged by their type. So before tagging these plumbing fixtures, we need to make sure that they have a type mark specified. I'll select one of the water closets and then click Edit Type in the Properties palette. Under Identity Data, I'll type WC-1 for the type mark. Then I'll click OK. Now I'll select one of the urinals. Once again, I'll open the Type Properties dialog. I'll enter U-1 for the type mark and then click OK. Lastly, I'll select a lavatory and enter L-1 for its type mark. To begin tagging elements, I'll switch to the Annotate ribbon and select Tag by Category from the Tag panel. The ribbon changes to the Modify Tag Contextual ribbon. You can then move into the Drawing area and begin tagging elements. For example, when you hover your cursor over an element, you can see a preview of the tag. To place the tag, simply click. The controls in the Options bar control whether the tag will be placed horizontally or vertically. You can also select whether or not to include a leader. With leader selected, you can select Attached End or Free End to control the end of the leader line. You can also specify the length of the leader line. The Tags button displays the Loaded Tags dialog, and you can see which tags have been loaded into the project. Or you can click Load to load additional tags. I'll click Cancel to close the dialog. I'll tag each of the plumbing fixtures. Next, I'll deselect Leader and begin tagging the domestic supply pipe that is supplying the restroom group. If I were to try tagging the sanitary, vent, and domestic water piping in the plumbing chase, it would create more of a clutter. So typically, those sizes are indicated on a riser diagram. However, I could open the Section 2 view and begin tagging those pipes in this view if I wanted to use it as a riser diagram. In a view where there are several elements in one location, you may wish to include a leader. Also, there are several piping systems here. Currently, we can see which is which by the color, but when this design is plotted, we will only be able to see black lines indicating the pipe. So you may wish to add additional detail to your pipe size tags. I'll click Modify to end the command. I'll select a pipe size tag and then choose Edit Family in the contextual ribbon. Once I do, the family opens in the Family Editor. In the Drawing area, I'll select the text. Realize that this is actually a label as can be seen in the contextual ribbon. I'll click Edit Label in the contextual ribbon to open the Edit Label dialog. Here, you can select any of the available category parameters to use in the tag. To add a new parameter, click Add Parameter under the Category Parameters list. As you can see, the parameter type must be a shared parameter. Shared parameters are stored in an external text file and can be referenced by both family and project files. It is important to have a company shared parameter file with all of the parameters that will be needed for schedules and tags across all three disciplines. Only one shared parameter file can be used in a project or family file. I'll click Cancel to close this dialog. We can add additional detail to our pipe size tag by adding the system name. However, if the system name is domestic cold water, that would take up too much room on a drawing. So we can use comments and add comments as necessary to the tag. You could also add information such as fixture units or slope. In the category parameters list, I'll choose comments. Then I'll click Add Parameter to Label. In the sample value field for system name, I'll type DCW, since the system names are typically indicated by 3 letters. Then I'll click OK to close the dialog. Now when this tag is loaded into the project, the label will reference the size and comments of the element. If needed, you could add additional parameters to the label. I'll expand the application menu and choose Save As Family. I'll navigate to the folder where I want to save this new tag family and name it Pipe Size Tag with Comments. Then I'll click Save. Next, in the ribbon, I'll select Load into Project. Back in the project, the new tag is loaded. I'll select one of the domestic cold water pipes that I tagged. In the Properties palette, I'll type DCW in the Comments field. Now with the tag changed to the new type, it shows the pipe size and the plumbing system abbreviation. Next, I'll select the vent pipe that is going up to the next level. In the Properties palette, I'll simply enter Up in the Comments field. Then I'll click in blank space to deselect the pipe and move back to the Level 1 Plumbing Plan view. From the Annotate ribbon, I'll start the Tag by Category tool again. I'll tag the vent pipe that extends up to the next level, and then click Modify to end the command. After that, I'll select the tag and change the type in the Type selector to the new tag we created. So as you can see, there is a great amount of flexibility to tag plumbing components to your exact needs.